Okay. Are we on? Can you hear me? Oh, that's good. Right. Thanks so much to Brian for an excellent set earlier on. Are we in the house, Dave? That was a yes. Okay, thanks very much to Brian earlier on for an excellent set. We're hoping that one day we can get his schedule organised and he'll come back and do a headline slot for us here as well, so that's to look forward to. Just a reminder that, as usual, the music you've been listening to before the first act and between the acts and between the sets we're going to do now is Eliza Gilkison, who is the next act that we've got coming up on the 8th of May. And Mike's already printed tickets for that, so he'll be very pleased to see you later on to grab those and take some off him. Brian's still got some CDs left, and I know Chip and Carrie got loads, but I'm going to say no more now except to introduce and thank for coming to us, Chip Taylor and Carrie Rodriguez.
Hi everybody, nice to see you over there as well. I wish there was a way everybody could see, but we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll switch places after a while. Let me introduce the people on stage a little further. On my right is my old buddy from the early days. The early days for me was as follows. I was a country and western songwriter from Yonkers, New York. And I actually got a little bit lucky and got into the business that way. This guy was, I wrote songs in the 60s and the 70s. I had a singer-songwriter career. I was on all the major labels, Columbia, Capitol, Warner Brothers. And this guy was with me back in those days. All the time I was making those records and writing the songs, I had another kind of strong hobby. I was a gambler, an addicted one. And then I gave up music in the 80s. I had to make a decision, should I gamble or music, so I chose gambling. And I did that for 15 years. But John was with me back in the early days, and he played on all those albums I mentioned. He also played with Van Morrison on Moondance and Domino, played with Bonnie Raitt, one of the great guitar players, John Platania. Nice hand for John. And I know Pierce already briefly introduced Carrie and I together, but I'll shortly introduce Carrie quite a bit more. But for now, let me just say she originally hailed from Austin, Texas, and met her there about 3 years ago. We'll get into that a little bit further. But how about a nice hand? We've moved her to New York, but her heart's in Texas. Carrie Rodriguez. All right, I mentioned my love of country music. I also love the race records from down south. Those were the records that were effectively banned from my part of the world because they were A, considered far too sexy, and B, recorded by black artists. And we changed that in a little while, but when I was a kid, that's where my love was, and that's what got me in the business. I have a song that speaks of that from a Last Chance album, which was released in 1973. John played on that album. This song is called The Real Thing. It was last year recorded by George Strait and a couple other people, and it goes like this. I was on a bus coming back to us from Atlanta in '53, and I picked up a rhythm and blues magazine laying underneath my seat. That is a true story. And I found out the stuff they were playing us wasn't made from grits and bone. And it would take more than the crude cuts that gonna take me on as I walk the real thing. Like work with me, Annie, the real thing. All night lady, make it loud. Make you proud of the songs that they sing. Like Eddie had a baby under my roof with your 86 proof, watered down, it tastes like tea. Gonna pull my string, make it the real thing for me. I remember old Elvis when he forgot to remember to forget. And when young Johnny Cash hadn't seen this side of the big river yet. And when sun was more than the daylight shining on Memphis, Tennessee. And old Luther and Louis Perkins was picking and playing their songs to me. And I want the real thing, like train of with your 86 proof watered down that tastes like tea. Gonna pull my string, make it the real thing for me. Mr. John Platania, he's the real thing. This was Carrie Rodriguez. Like Daddy had a baby under my roof with your 86 proof watered down that tastes like tea. You're gonna pull my string, make it the real thing for me. You're gonna pull my string, make it the real thing for me. Very much. All right, I met Carrie at a place called South by Southwest, a festival called South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, just shy of 3 years ago. And I saw her play fiddle in a little record store. She was doing what they call an instr. And I loved the way she played, and I asked her after the show if she would join John and I on a couple of shows in Texas, and she said she would, and then I liked that a lot, and I asked her if she would join us for a European tour. And actually, I remember specifically now, I called her, I said, Carrie, can you come to Sweden with us on a certain date because John couldn't make it? And she said, yeah, I could do that. Then I got off the phone. I said, what am I thinking about? I called her up, I said, Carrie, can you come to all the shows with us? She says, okay. So I asked her, I said, do you sing, Carrie? She said, no, I don't sing at all. I said, that's okay. She said, well, I'll try to sing harmony if you want me to. So she said that to secure her position. She sure as hell didn't have to say that to me. It was either way, she was coming. But anyway, we put a microphone in front of her like this, and we went on the tour, and a few shows into the tour, she was singing more and more, you know. And I loved the way she sang. And so I told her, Carrie, on Thursday, we're going to do a duet together. She said, no, we're not. But I finally twisted her arm, and she did it. The audience liked it, so it wasn't a big stretch to write some more songs for us to do, and then it wasn't a big stretch for me to say, let's do an album together. So we had our first duet album released a year ago, September. It's called Let's Leave This Town, and this is the title song. That you learn to say just to get away.
I don't want you promising stuff you wanna bring, but you just don't make. Come on down with me, baby. Come on down. Come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town.
And I don't want the stuff that makes you fit. I want the juice inside that you ain't found yet.
I don't want the pleasures that you know. I want the hurricane and the danger zone. Come on down with me, baby. Come on down. Come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town.
of the last picture show. It's covered by a poster of a cover of a Rolling Stone. Streets all look the same.
Maybe nothing's changed.
Oh, but no one's home. There was a time I thought about giving up.
But now it's me and you. We ain't had enough. You got no cause to feel ashamed.
You know, some girl, you are amazing. Come on down, baby. Come on down. You come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town. You come on down with me, baby. Come on down. You come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town. Johnny. Come on down with me, baby. Come on down. You come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town. You come on down with me, baby. Come on down. You come on down with me, baby. Let's leave this town. Dave, if it's possible to give Carrie just a little bit more level in the monitor, please. Just a touch. Yeah, the vocal. All right. So we released that album a year ago last September, and we put a single out in the States. And it was doing really good in the States, so we decided we'd release the same single in Europe. And so we had plans to release it in Holland and Sweden, because we figured BBC Two is never going to play our stuff, you know. But somebody said, why don't we give it a try? So I said, all right. So they went to BBC Two, and promotion guy called me up. He says, you're not going to believe this. You're playlisted on BBC Two, which was really hard to believe. But we thank him. I couldn't believe it. This is the song they playlisted. And this is the one that broke us in the States. And I hope I'll never find it. If I get close to it, just put me on a train and get me back to Austin. Oh damn, I miss that town. I got them sweet tequila blues coming down.
Well, I know a man with money in his hand. He could look that jack of diamonds down the aisle. Place it on the floor. 1-7, close the door. Take all the chips and break right down and cry. And I keep looking for it, and I hope I never find it. And if I get close to it, just put me on a train and get me back to Austin. No damn, I miss that town. I got them sweet tequila blues coming down.
Johnny. With a slightly racing Spanish lullaby. When her dreams came into town, she threw the whole damn thing around. Some Texas girls just love to say goodbye. And I keep looking for her. Hope I never find If I get close to it, honey, just put me on a train and get me back to Austin. Oh damn, I miss that town. I got them sweet tequila blues coming down. Let's break it, Johnny. And here's one for the ladies.
Well, baby, where is my Mercedes?
I am waiting on the ribbons and the bow.
Just keep me guessing. No, baby, I'm confessing.
You want two of them and three of those. Here we go. And I keep looking for it,
And I hope I never find it.
if I get close to it.
Just put me on a train
Drive me insane,
and get me back to Austin.
Oh damn, I miss that town. Sweet tequila blues
coming down.
Texas fiddle. And get me back to Austin. Oh damn, I miss that town. Got them sweet tequila blues coming down. Yeah, got them sweet tequila blues coming down. I feel a little bit bad for the people that can't see over there. And they're all comfortably seated, and they probably were here pretty early, right? Is that right? Were these the early birds over here? I'll tell you what, why don't we do this, Carrie, if this is okay with you. Every once in a while, we'll do a song, we'll sing off of one mic, so that you guys can see Carrie over here, instead of having to stretch your necks. Is that all right with you, Carrie? All right. Let's do this one that way. Is that about right? Can you fake it? All right, here's a song that we weren't doing for a while. We went to Texas about a month and a half ago, and they requested it, so we started doing it. So hold on one second. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 2. Well, I once knew a young girl, pretty like you. Put her hand in my pocket, and she took her a few. There's a hole in the midnight where paradise is slipping away.
A young sailor near Granddaddy's farm, and he got what he wanted, and the next day he was gone. There's a hole in the midnight, paradise is slipping away.
You better watch where you're going. You just might get there. You better watch what you're asking. You might get your share in this side of forever. Some night when we got nothing to say. Well, you better believe it. Come hell or high water, there'll be some young bass player Where's she going, boys?
And who's teaching her how? There's a hole in the midnight where paradise is slipping away. Taking your chances, do you know what you're doing?
Girl, it's no good without you.
Just who am I fooling? Well, plug the hole in the midnight. Let paradise take us away. We'll plug the hole in the midnight. Let paradise take us away.
All right, I had an album out before I met Carrie. It was called Black and Blue America. And there's a song there that needs to kind of put us in church and really kind of wake us up a little bit. You know, I really need to have like a real congregation here, so that I can feel like I've fulfilled my obligation, my church obligation. So if I sing a line, if you guys could repeat it like I'm the preacher and you're the congregation, that would work. All right. At least for me. So if I sing, I drink it down, then I'd like you to repeat that, all right? So let's try it out here. I drink it down.
I drink it down.
Damn. He fills it up.
He fills it up.
And I turn around.
I turn around.
He turns with me.
He turns with
We're
me.
going straight to heaven. Here we go. 1, 2. I drink it down.
I drink it down.
He fills it up.
He fills it up.
I turn around.
I turn around.
He turns with me.
He turns with me.
I say I'm bad, Lord. He says, whatever. Son, in time, you're gonna dance with me. Said, but I have questions about you, Jesus. Your precious word, stories told. 80 years later, to them four investigators, deliver us some tarnished gold. I have questions about you, Moses. Keep parting seas, burning sand. Why did you not leave one button from your slave as proof to the historian? Tell me, I drink it down.
I drink it down.
He fills it up.
He fills it up.
I turn around.
I turn around.
He turns with me.
He turns with me.
I say I'm bad, Lord. He says, whatever, sun in time. You're gonna dance with me, dance with Jesus, Johnny. said, but I have questions about forever. Will it be like Yonkers, New York, or San Antonio? Can I be trusting you'll let me wear my Justins? And what happens when the soul's gone? Here we go. And I drink it down.
I drink it down.
He fills it up.
He fills it up.
I turn around.
I turn around.
He turns to me.
He turns to me.
I say I'm fed to the bone. He says, whatever, you ain't wrong. Sometime, he's gonna dance with me. To dance with Jesus, dance with Mary, dance with Joseph, Abraham, dance with old Roy Rogers and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Hey, Pee-wee, how the hell you been? Dance with Ezekiel, dance with Sarah, Barbara and Elmer, that's my mother and father in the old milk can. Dance with Joe and Marilyn Monroe. Sooner or later, Bobby, I am gonna cut it. Here we go. And I drink it down.
I drink it down.
He fills it up.
He fills it up.
I turn around.
I turn around.
He turns to me.
He turns to me.
I say I'm bad, Lord. He says whatever, son. Don't you know in time you're gonna dance with me, dance with Jesus, Carrie. Dance with Joe and Marilyn Monroe. Sooner or later, Bobby, we're all gonna dance with Jesus. The only thing that bothered me about stepping over to the side and letting these people get a chance to see Carrie was that I was pushing John against the wall. You know? But how about a wonderful hand for John Platania over here? I think we'll use the same situation here. Okay, Carrie, you'll sing for this mic. The new album is released this September. The other one was the previous September. The new one, The Trouble with Humans, is out now. And one of the differences in the new album is that Carrie participated in every aspect of it. We produced it together, and I was encouraging her to start writing. She hadn't done that before. So there are 3 Taylor Rodriguez compositions. This is one of them. It's called Memphis, Texas, and it does not mean Memphis, Tennessee in Texas. And Carrie will tell you the rest as soon as I get this microphone in the right place. Well, I don't know if that's going to keep working about. When Carrie gets on my mic, Dave, all right? Yeah, it just made feedback. Okay.
What if you just move yours a little bit up?
Damn smart women. Jesus. Can you see Carrie now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell y'all what about Memphis, Texas. It's a little bitty town in the Texas Panhandle, the rectangular part of Texas. There, I don't know. It's not like everyone should know the shape of Texas. Anyway, it's a teeny town in the middle of nowhere, and it's where my grandmother was born. So this one's for her.
a sky with no end, just trying to rain.
And the ground's getting thirsty.
That's who I am. San Angelo, Adelaide, Memphis, Texas, and home. Well, I'll be asking your name and standing my ground, 'cause I am New York and stubborn, and I ain't leaving this town. And I've got this need to get to know you just as fast as I can, so I'll be uncomfortably silent. Now who are you again? I'm a dusty old road by the back of a barn, with the wind blowing across me on this panhandle farm. I'm a sky with no end, just trying to rain.
When the ground's getting thirsty.
And that's who I am. Odessa, Memphis, Texas, and home. Memphis, Texas, and home. All right, this was the situation. Since the time I gave up gambling and I started back, and the way I gave up gambling was kind of a simple thing. I was really addicted, and I worked hard to be good at it and to make a living at it. I had a very good friend who was the biggest moneymaker of all time, and he and I, and as far as horse race handicapping goes, he and I were partners. One day, 1995, my mom was very ill, and instead of going to the racetrack with my friend Ernie, I decided I'd go to see my mom. And I took my guitar with me. I hadn't done that in years and years. I played for my mom. And I had no calluses on my fingers or anything like that. So I went down, I played for my mom and talked with her and spent a day with her. And I had the greatest damn day. She was very ill, but boy, what a day that was. And that day led to another day and another day and another day. Finally, about 2.5 weeks later, I had written 3 or 4 songs to play for my mom. I was having the best damn time I'd had in a long time. I was really communicating with somebody on a really nice level, not just the racing form, So I called my gambling partner up. I said, Ernie, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, but I am quitting gambling. Because I felt like if I wanted to make music again, I'd have to totally quit. I couldn't do it like I did when I was writing my hits, do it half and half, like when I had my records out. I never toured because I didn't want to leave the racetrack. John and I did one major tour. We booked it around all the racetracks in the United States. But things were, so I made that decision, gave it up. It was the best thing I ever did in my life. I had never felt as good. I was totally directed. I didn't know how I would get any place, but I knew I would find a way to get to Europe and play for people and to play for some people in the States. And that's what I did, and we were on a nice upwards, kind of momentum was moving. I started playing for more and more people. Records started selling more and more. This is the life. And then I met Carrie, and things even started going in a better direction. But as things happen sometimes, you can't expect it to keep going that way forever. And so there were some problems that happened. And, for example, we released the first single from the Let's Leave This Town album, and it said on the label copy, it said Sweet Tequila Blues by Chip Taylor and Carrie Rodriguez. Now that sounded very fair to me. Then the company decided to release a second single. And on the second single, it had the title of the song, which you're about to hear, by Carrie Rodriguez, in very small print, with Chip Taylor. So that's, John and I talked, he commiserated with me very often. And then we had this thing, our record, by the way, and we'll brag a little bit, this is part of the story. Our record that's out now has been number one on the Americana charts or the folk charts in the United States for 3 weeks in a row. Not good, right? And so see that? And Carrie had the light switched off my face right here. And so the reason we went to number one on the Americana charts was because we had a couple of reasons. We got a lot of play, and we got CBS television did a wonderful thing with Carrie and I in the morning one time, and that really spurred sales. And then right after that, the New York Times, the week before Christmas, had this wonderful article about Carrie and I. The week before Christmas, the Sunday Times, if you got one paragraph, you're thrilled. This wasn't one paragraph. This was 2 pages. You get 2 pages with no pictures, you're thrilled. This was 2 pages with 2 pictures. One of us is in both of them. Anyway, here's the song I was talking about. There's a European indie country charts. I don't know if any of you know. It's all the small stations around Europe. And it's fun to see because these are people who love the music that they play. Sweet Tequila Blues went to number one for 8 weeks in a row, broke some kind of record. But this one, the follow-up with Carrie Rodriguez and in small print made, went to number one as well. Knocked Sweet Tequila Blues off the chart. Go ahead, 1, 2. Oh, I started the wrong song. See, that we're finished with that one now. There you go. Well, and this is one I wrote for her. I think it fits her pretty damn good. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Over the mountains, across the sea, town to town, just waiting on you and me. Well, I play fiddle, and you play your guitar. I've been rolling with the flow, now I'm reaching for the stars. I want something extra to name the little baby. Give me something extra. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I got 1, I want 2. Give me something extra to name.
Johnny. Another hand for the master, John Platania.
Well, it ain't my birthday, it ain't no Christmas time. I'm just a little Texas girl with big things on her mind. Go find me something good, you got no time to waste. And you can help me take the wrapping off, put a smile up on my face. I want something extra tonight, a little darling, give me something extra. I come knocking on your door, I got some, I want more. Give me something extra to me.
Take it to the bridge.
I know you wanna treat your little baby right. Well, I can see it in your eyes. Before I let you lay me down and hold me tight. Well, there's something I gotta know. Baby, where's my big surprise?
The girl wants something extra tonight. Little darling, she wants something extra. Do she want it? She do. She got one, but she want two and three and four. And close the door, Miss Carrie Rodriguez.
Come knocking on your door. I got something I want some more. Give me something extra tonight.
Yes, that's the way it's going. Anyhow, here's one that from an album I had out before I met Carrie. It's called The London Sessions, and the song goes like that. I think what we're going to do, by the way, is play one more song after this one, and then take a little break, a whiskey break, and so I will have a drink with everybody here, and then after we finish all that, we'll come back up and play some more music. So if I missed you, tap me on the shoulder. It's the same damn song, it's the same damn bar, it's the same damn lies, baby. Who do you think you are? But I can't get away. I got the same damn car. Same damn car that runs like a top. When it heads to Louisiana, don't never stop. I got my 54 on the floor. I got the same damn car. Johnny. Same damn whiskey and that same shot glass. I got the same damn boots, baby. Like to kick your ass, but I can't get away. I got the same damn car. It's the same damn car. It runs like a top. When it heads to West Virginia, don't ever stop. I got my 54 on the floor. I got the same damn car. Right. And it's the same damn town. It would turn on its brother. You're the same damn clown, baby. You were made for each other. But I can't get away. I got the same damn car. It's the same damn car. And it runs like a top. When it heads to Austin, Texas, don't never stop. I got my 54 on the floor. I got the same damn car. Johnny. I got my 54 on the floor. I got the same damn car. I got my 54 on. I got the same damn car. Thanks very much. Before I go any further, I every once in a while see the people in the front here kind of looking at my feet. And I just want to explain that because I know the young ladies over here are very perceptive. They say, why in heaven's name does he have a boot on the right foot and a slipper on the left foot? I saw you looking, you see. And the reason is as follows. I injured my foot. I re-injured my foot. And it's not a very nice story about how I injured it in the first place. It's nothing I will get any sympathy from this room at all. The injury occurred 15, 18 years ago, something like that. It was in New Jersey at a health club. And I was lifting weights, or attempting to lift weights. Just before I went to the racetrack, I used to go over there once in a while. This night, there was a lovely, lovely lady within eye shot. You know, she was about 15, 20 feet away. And I saw her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I looked at her again. I had 25-pound weight secured on the right side, and an unsecured 25-pound weight on the left side, which I thought was secured. And I somehow shifted the thing, and she was looking right at me, and the weight fell right on my foot, 25-pound weight, and she's looking right at me. And I'm trying to make believe everything is fine. And so I do one of these things. I go like this. And then I got into the next room, and I screamed. My foot was shattered. I went to the hospital, missed the races and everything. And so that's the story about that. So I don't want to get any sympathy from you. I re-injured that. It broke a little bit, but it's getting better. And hopefully I'll have a boot on in a couple of days, okay? Anyway, I'll take you back. We're going to end this part of the show with a song I wrote in the 60s. It's been a hit, big hit 3 times. The latest one was by a Jamaican rapper, only about a year and a half ago. And his version was something like that. She was there through my incarceration. I gotta tell the nation my appreciation. Didn't sound like mine, but I took the money. So anyway, the guy's name was Shaggy, and it was the biggest hit of the year, a year and a half ago, something like that. And it was a hell of a good record, and he's a nice guy. I don't mean to demean him at all. It was a hell of a record. The original version goes something like this. I don't know why I'm counting. It's for me. There'll be no strings to bind your hands, not if my love can't find your home. And there's no need to take a stand. It was I who chose to stop.
I say no need to take me home. I'm old enough to face the dawn.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Then slowly turn
Maybe the sun's light will be dimmed. It won't matter anyhow. If morning's echo says we sinned, honey, it was what we wanted now.
And if we're victims of the night, I won't be blinded by
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Then slowly I won't beg you to stay with me.
Through the tears, baby, of the day, of the sweet, sweet day, baby, of these. Oh, baby, oh, my baby, just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Come on, baby, just call me angel of the morning, angel. Come on, baby, come on, baby. You're my angel, my precious angel. Just call me angel of the morning. Thanks everybody. Nice for John Platania. Very right, Vegas, and I will see you in a few minutes. And if you want some CDs signed, maybe we'll sign some now or something like that, and some later. The CDs are back there. I always forget this. Carrie always reminds me. It tells me I always forget it. Okay, all right, Carrie's going to bring a mailing list in case somebody wants to know where we're going. She's going to bring that out in a few minutes. There are CDs back there, and our website is trainwreckrecords.com. Like the wreck of a train, don't forget the records part. Trainwreckrecords.com. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Are you ready for us? Yeah. Okay. I mentioned in the beginning of the show that I originally hired Carrie as a fiddle player, and not knowing that whether she could sing or not, thinking that she couldn't. But shortly after our tour, the first tour we did together, I wanted her to show me what she could do with the fiddle and the fiddle tunes and stuff like that. So we had her do a bunch in Scotland, opening for our show, and I just loved that part of the segment. And there was one particular tune that I really wanted to include in our first album, and we did. And so we're going to let Carrie do this one by herself and introduce it to you.
Okay, I'm going to play a fiddle waltz from Texas called Midnight on the Water.
baby, live in the heart of the old oak tree. Say, darling, say. Near the old oak tree we'll build our home, nevermore this world to roam. Say, darling, say.
Starch and iron, say, darling, say. Oh, starch and iron would be your trade. Now get drunk and lay in the shade, say, darling, say.
Starch and iron and so much more. Get on my knees just to clean your floor. Say, darling, say. Clean your floor if you open a door. Show you what a loving man is good for. Say, darling, say. Johnny. Live in the holler near the old oak tree. Say, darling, say. Near the old oak tree we'll build our home, nevermore this world to roam. Say, darling, say. Well, we had some success with Sweet Tequila Blues with BBC too, which really shocked the heck out of all of us. And so when we put the new album out, and we put our single out in the States, which all of a sudden just really took off in the States, the new single, and we said, all right, we'll bring this to the BBC too. You know, why not? So we brought this one to the BBC too, and we said, well, will you play this one? And they said, no. We got some specialty play on it and stuff like that, but Andy Kershaw and some other people, but this is that single that's out on the stage. Yes, we can talk it out. Tell me what it's all about, but don't speak in English. You can just let it flow, take it right from your soul, but don't say words that I understand, 'cause I've had enough of that kind of stuff for a long, long time.
You can tell me where to go, tell me what I don't know,
But don't speak in English.
and you can talk politics and get your political fix,
But don't say words
that I understand.
'cause I've had enough of that kind of stuff for a long, long time. You can let the telephone ring, don't pass me that thing. I am not a receiver. You can play the music you choose, Western swing or Delta blues.
Where the wasted words are few and old John Prine will do.
We'll just talk for a while. You can let the telephone ring. Don't pass me that thing.
I'm not a receiver.
You can play the music you choose, Western swing or Delta blues, where the wasted words a few, and old Van Zant will do. Maybe two, and we'll just talk for a while. And when we talk it out, tell me what it's all about. Just don't speak in English.
And if you get it in your head that you want to take me to bed,
Just don't say words
that I understand.
I've had enough of that kind of stuff.
For a long, long time.
I've had enough of that kind of stuff for a long, 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 long time. As we go on traveling around, sometimes we start to work on new things. It's usually around this time that things start to evolve, and you have to pick certain audiences to try things out, so they don't hold it against you if you screw them up. So, would you like to hear a new song? Yeah. Okay. I hope that. What do you think, Carrie? Should we? Okay. All right. Here's a brand new song. And if rainbows can chase the clouds away, and if prayers are answered in good time, and if sins were meant to be forgiven, once again one day will you be mine? And if prayers were answered in good time, and if sins were meant to be forgiven, once again one day you'll be mine. And over here where I am standing, there's a bent and broken man, and for the vision for which he's longing, he would cross the burning sand. And if rainbows can chase the clouds away, and if prayers were answered in good time, and if sins were meant to be forgiven, once again one day will you be mine. And if rainbows can chase the clouds away,
And if prayers were answered in good time,
and if sins were meant to be forgiven, once again one day will you be mine. All right, here's one from the new album. Goes like this. Roses are red, baby. That's what he said. Lily white lightning, it went straight to your head. There's blood on your hands, blood in your shoes. Don't talk to me about issues, baby. That's just plain abuse. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Anyway we go. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Let's get back to Laredo.
the bartender of the week with a total creep. He gets resurrected every time that I speak. He pours one for dollars, he pour one for free. Pour me anything I want if I sit on his knee.
It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Maybe away we'll go. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Let's get back to Laredo. Get back, Johnny, get back. Take you to the opera, baby, just to get away. English English translations and a flask of Cabernet. Sing you one in Spanish, sing you one in French. I ain't got no vibrato, baby. What I got is some common sense. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Baby, away we go. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Let's get back to Laredo. Get back here. Come on, get back now. Johnny. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Baby, away we go. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know?
Let's get back to
Let's
Laredo.
get back to Laredo. Here we go. 1, 2. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Baby, away we go. It's just a way, don't you know? It's just a way, don't you know? Let's get back to Laredo. All right. Probably our favorite song is from the Let's Leave This Town album. Is this one? I don't mean to diminish the other ones because it's one of my proudest things that it's first duet album we had out. I really loved it. And I loved the heroic stuff that Carrie did, never singing before, being so damn great. Here's a girl, and I haven't said this really to any of the audiences so far, but here's a girl never sang before. All of a sudden she starts to sing. And now, 2 years later, after she sings, there's these big folk polls in the United States, you know. And two of the most prestigious folk polls have Carrie. One has Carrie at number 2, vocalist of the year, never sang before. And one of them has her at number 1. I'm number 453. Here's a song from Let's Leave This Town. 2, 3. Him who saved me again. Him who made me. Won't you be my friend? Signs of danger on the wind. Him who saved me, save me again. And a rockabye baby on the treetop, a leaf on a tree, fish on a rock.
Well, I got no arms, I got no choice. Would you sing for me? 'Cause I got no voice.
Would you cry for me? Would you make them pay? If they cut me down, if they haul me away. Him who saved me, save me again. Him who made me, Won't you be my friend? And rockabye, baby, and when you wake up and you look outside, will you see through the stuff?
Will you breathe real heavy with your gas mask on and no birds singing on your gray front lawn?
Will you scratch your head? Will you wonder why? What they were thinking in the days gone by?
And who are these leaders? And who are these men? And mommy and daddy,
Did they vote for them? Him who saved me again. Him who made me. Won't you be my friend? And rockabye, baby, and here we go. There's nothing to feel, nothing to know.
There's no sound coming from the saxophone, no Bible readings at the break of dawn.
No God, no country, no forever friend, no enemy awaiting around the bend.
No parking tickets, no judge to see, no bills to pay, but nothing's free.
And there's no hands making the sign of the cross. And there's nothing to lose, 'cause it's all been lost. I feel like I want to just say to the young kids sitting up here, this is what we're all. It's not like that. It's not going to be like that. We won't let it be like that. Him who saved me. Save me again. Him who made me. Won't you be my friend? Signs of danger on the wind. Him who saved me, save me again. Jen, Francesca, and Sean? So glad you guys are here. All right. When I was growing up, I was a big Johnny Cash fan, as so many of these people were growing up. They were big Johnny Cash fans. He was a very special person that passed away this year. And I was so thrilled to get to know Johnny, you know, and he was one of my biggest lifetime heroes to get to know the guy. And he recorded one of my songs. And that was really thrilling. And what bigger thrill than that was when I recorded one of his, and he sent a note around to all the DJs and telling them how much he liked my version. So that really made me feel good. I have that note on my wall. It will be there until I pass away. So here's to a spirit of just a wonderful man. He stood for a lot of great things, Johnny. And this is not only one of my favorite Johnny Cash songs, but one of my favorite songs. It goes like that. Well, I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. But the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her drawl, her southern drawl. In my dreams, I'm back downstream to Borden and Davenport, and I followed you, big river, where you go. Oh, guitar. Well, she took me to St. Louis, later on down the river, and the freighter said she'd man there. She gone, boy, she gone. Picked up her trail to Memphis, but she just walked up the blood. She raised a few eyebrows, and then she went on down alone. I figured. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough of my blues. Now there you go. Oh, she loves you, big river, more than me. Well, I told her we've been willow and cried, cried, cried. Sure the clouds had covered up the clear blue sky. With the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Here's one from the new album. Three crosses on the hill. He who's lost is standing still. He who's found the way, the will, is not afraid to fall.
Where was I and where were you when the tanker split in two? He who's standing in the glue for me and you is not afraid to fall.
Fall. Will you be there? Will you catch me when I fall?
A screaming hen in a crowded cage and it writes with silent ray. The farmer dares to turn the page, and he's not afraid to fall.
Frightened by some mad design, some crawl and pray for time. But he who dares to cross that line and speak his mind is not afraid to fall. Fall, will you be there? Will you catch me when I fall? And you had one more, and you haven't got a care for sure. You missed the bed, you hit the floor, and you're World War III is the girl next door.
She's trying to read the Sunday Times. The walls are thin and you're half blind. Porno queen is keeping time, 'cause you bang the wall and she blows her mind.
And what about tomorrow's game? If tomorrow never came, your epitaph is just a name, and it's pounded by the pouring rain. Fall, will you be there? Will you catch me when I'm 3 crosses on the hill? He who's lost is standing still. He who's found the way, the will.
You catch me
When I fall. You guys can stick around for a few more minutes? Okay. The new album has a hidden track in it, and hidden tracks, and I never knew much about hidden tracks, but hidden tracks are tracks that you usually hide past the last song, maybe some enormous amount of time, and you don't announce it, and you don't print it in the liner notes or anything like that. So it's usually like a minute and a half or 2 minutes beyond the last song. And to all extents and purposes, nobody knows that it's there unless they go to the shower and forget that the thing is on and come back home and find it. And in the United States, most of the DJs had no idea it was there, and then all of a sudden they started finding it. And so we got a lot of requests for the hidden track. So this, we may screw it up a little bit because we're just starting to do it, but we'll give you a shot at it. If you press track 13, I think it'll pop up. Is that right, Carrie? Nobody knows that. Sitting here in Stockholm, watching the European Award show on MTV. Puff Diddy? Well, he's the host, but Carrie Diddy's doing nothing for me.
Well, the music kind of sucks.
But the chicks look free. At least that's the way it seems around here these days. Oh, mate, ain't breaking a sweat. Gonna find me a killer, get me a contract to shoot out the TV set.
their showcase across the street from our hotel. We don't know much about Jesse, but we wish him well.
It's some young DJ playing the new Johnny Cash like a hunk of gold from an old mine shaft.
And here comes bridge over troubled water.
Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down.
Oh man, here we go. I'm gonna find me a killer, give me a contract to shoot out the radio.
The next verse is dedicated to all the DJs and program directors who play music simply because they love the stuff and not for any other reason. They don't get paid and play stuff they hate. There's lots of them around Europe, and I'm not trying to deride the ones who have to make a living and put food on the table for their kids and have to do, that's, I'm not talking about that. That's perfectly acceptable to me. Very acceptable to me. But this is dedicated to those people who play the stuff, play music. Often they play it in graveyard shifts from 12 until 6, make no money whatsoever, and they're the people that play the kind of music usually that Carrie and I like and John likes, and they're Americana DJs or these folk DJs all throughout England. And so this is dedicated, in particular it's dedicated to one guy. His name is Tony Lawson. Comes from Knoxville, Tennessee. I used to, when I came back about 7 years ago making music again, I used to check all the sales charts to find out the areas where I was selling a few records, because at least I'd know maybe 6 people would show up. But I knew one thing, stay away from Knoxville, Tennessee, because I wasn't selling any records in Knoxville, Tennessee. But then all of a sudden, one day, there was a sales chart, and within a 2-week period, I had sold 61 records. I said, what is this? I asked around, and somebody told me, here's the story. This guy named Tony Lawson, his dream was to have his own radio station so he could play what he wanted to have. He didn't have any money. He lobbied the town council in Knoxville, Tennessee, and all the representatives that he could find that might help him get a vote of confidence for this dream he had. And finally, I guess after bothering everybody for enough time, they said, all right, Tony, you can have 200 watts. 200 watts is like around the corner. You might hear it in your car down the block, but that's as far as it goes. But Tony said, thank you. Appreciate that. He got a friend of his to lend him a camper, which is no bigger than the size of this stage. Tony put all his equipment in this camper. Got another friend to say, okay, Tony, you can park it on my field out here. It's okay. Tony said, thank you. Then Tony walked up to the mountaintop, Knoxville, Tennessee, and he put a reflector on the top of the mountain. And he bounced his 200 watts off of that reflector, and you could be heard 60 miles around Knoxville, Tennessee. He is the coolest station in all of Tennessee. And they're writing them up all the time. And that's the reason why we get so much play, and that's the reason why that record that I told you about sells 61 records. He's a dear friend now, and so I included him in the notes in this song. And so this song is dedicated to all those people who take the hard road because they love something. And in particular, to my friend Tony Lawson. To you. Get yourself to Knoxville. Find yourself a camper.
And park it out on a hillside next to a running deer.
And get yourself 200 watts and bounce it off of the mountaintop. And play me some old country song that I love to hear. Today I passed you on the street. me a contract, shoot out the TVs.
Oh me, here we go. I'm gonna find me a killer, get me a contract to shoot out the radio.
Gonna find me a killer. I mentioned I was a country and western writer to start with from Yonkers, New York, which is really not, I told my father that. He said, Dad, you know what I want to be when I grow up? He says, what? He says, I want to be a country and western singer. He says, son, you're from Yonkers, New York. Think again. But I kept that dream going, and I finally made it into the network of the songwriters and publishers and stuff like that. But I had to get a break, or else I wouldn't have survived. And the break I got was this. One of the publishers that I published the song with sent it down to Chet Atkins. Now, Chet was the brilliant guitar player, for sure, but he was also the head of A&R for RCA Victor Records, in charge of deciding what songs the artist would sing. He sent a note back to this publisher. He said, Jerry, I'm going to record that song that you sent down. I have no idea who Chip Taylor is. It's very hard for me to believe he's from New York. But wherever he's from, I want to hear every song he writes. And that was it for me. I started sending one song after another down to Chet, and he recorded almost everything I sent down. I had songs recorded by Jim Ed Brown, Bobby Bare, Eddie Arnold, Floyd Kramer, and later on by Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and people like that. All because of Chet. I was on my way to do a country demo for Chet. The session was at 5 o'clock. And around 1 o'clock, I started fooling around with a new song. The question was, would I record the new song that I was just fooling around, it wasn't finished, or the finished country song for Chet? Back in those days, you did not have mini tape recorders to save your ideas. So the fear was, is if you didn't quickly keep repeating the song to yourself over and over and over again, and then find and get in someplace to record it on a reel-to-reel thing, you may lose it. So I was thinking, what am I going to do? Should I do the country song or this one? I said, the country song I know backwards and forwards. Like, that can always wait till next week. I'll do the new one, even though it's not finished. I'll try to finish it as I sing it, So I called up the engineer. I said, Ron, I'm on the way over. Have my stool ready and my microphone ready. And do me a favor, as soon as you put the tape in record position, turn out the lights, because I didn't want to see anybody watching me sing this song, particularly as I was trying to figure out where it was going. Still haven't figured out where it's going. It goes like this. 2, 3. Wow, thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wow thing.
Wild thing, I think I love you. But I wanna know for sure. So come on in, hold me tight. I love you, wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. This is John Platania, the Kingston player.
wild thing, I think you moved. But I wanna know for sure. Come on, hold me, baby. You move. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. One, two, Texas State. Wild thing. Oh, baby, you look so good, girl. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh, baby. Come on, wild thing. Johnny, help her out. John Platania on guitar. How do I say for Johnny? All right, we've had great solos from Carrie and John all night long. Now the most important solo is coming right now. No, it's not my solo. It's your solo. Here's the deal. If you sing one chorus of Wild Thing with everything you got in you, I mean everything, from that deeper place and everything, you do one of those things where the person who's sitting next to you, who you've known for a year or 6 months or 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or 30 years or more, that person has no idea who the hell you are. Pardon me? If you do one of those, I promise you will never have to go to the psychiatrist again. You will feel, probably tonight you're going to get the best night's sleep you've had in years, But it's up to you. Oftentimes we don't want to do the things that are best for us, Like Carrie said to me one time, I couldn't sleep for a couple of days. She says, Chip, don't you have any relaxation exercises? And I said, yes, I do, but I don't use them. I don't know. So this is your choice. You can feel better or not. Or you can wait for us to come back next year and feel better. But you have the chance tonight to feel better, right now. Everything you got with Wild Thing will make it just one heck of a night. Here we go. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready to be saved? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Wild Thing! You make my heart sing. You make everything. Come on. Come on. You feel a little bit better, right? Come on now. Come on, girl. Shake 'em one time. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Come on, Carrie, do it for me. One time, Wild Thing. One time. You have your choice. You want to play it or sing? No, come on. I'm not going to give you a choice. You have to sing one chorus of that thing. Okay, here we go. This is for me because I have a bad foot, and I'll feel a lot better if she sings me one chorus of that thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Come on.
Wow, thing.
Oh, thank you.
You make my heart sing.
Oh, thank you.
You make it up. Groovy.
Thanks, Carrie.
Come on now, wild thing.
Everybody sing it with us. Here we go. Here we go. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy, baby. Come on now, wild thing. Shake it one time for me, baby. Thanks, everybody. John Platania, Carrie Rodriguez. Appreciate it. Great to be here. Thanks. Thanks for having us, dear. Thanks, Mike. I'll tell you what. Okay. Here's the situation. If I walked off the stage and walked through everybody with my bad foot, I'd probably trip over 9 people, bang into the door, and have to do the same thing on the way back. Well, if you welcomed us back, I would have to do the same thing back. So let's suppose I went out there, tripped over 9 people, went back, then you kept clapping, and we came back, and I struggled, knocked over the lights, whatever. We're back. What would you like to do, Mr. Rodriguez? Okay. Here's one from the new album. It's one of the Taylor Rodriguez compositions I mentioned before.
Didn't I warn you they were gonna come around and try to tear us apart? And didn't they storm you? I can't believe that they don't drown.
Let's get that high end squeak.
All of a sudden there's feedback.
Yeah, we got a little feedback here. Okay. All right, Dave, we'll try it again. It's not. First of all, I want to say how great it is to be here. We've had a really nice night, and I love. This is kind of a nice vibey thing. My concern is that everybody can see, but I think we took care of that a little bit. Yeah. Is that okay? Okay. But really, we love being here, and we just said something about Dave getting the sound together. The truth of the matter is, this is a great sound guy up here. So I got a nice hand for Dave. Yeah, we want to say hi to. We want to say thanks to Barry and Deirdre and all the people back there that made it so comfortable for us. We just really have been made to feel so much at home since we arrived this afternoon. So thanks very much for that. And the other thing we want to talk about, one thing, they're bringing some nice music here. Eliza Gilkinson is a friend of ours, and this lady is something else. I mean, you guys got to come to see that show. She is like, in the area of music that we're in, the Americana thing, which is the kind of alternative country, which is really kind of the folk music of the day, where you'll find Lucinda Williams, John Prine, the late Townes Van Zandt, the late Johnny Cash's records and those things, Guy Clark and people like that. Eliza shines. She's just amazing. And we're thinking about one day doing a tour of England with her because we love her so much. So come and see her. Don't forget to see her. And tell her we all said that we sent you. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Didn't I warn you they were gonna come around and try to tear us apart?
Didn't they storm you? I can't believe that they don't drown with all the rain in their heart. Here we go. Didn't they tell you that there's something wrong with her accent? Look at the money that you spent trying to get her soul. Didn't they try to sell you that there's something crazy about his plan? He's like a Bible salesman sticking his foot in the door. Didn't I warn you they were gonna come around and try to tear us apart? Didn't they storm you? I can't believe that they don't drown with all the rain in their heart. Here we go. Apart. Didn't they storm you? I can't believe that they don't drown with all the rain in their heart. Johnny! Didn't they tell you she's got a rough way of going? Some of the west starts blowing like rolling thunder. She'll roll on. Didn't they try to sell you a gambling man's too risky? Horses and single malt whiskey. Don't blink twice, he's gone. Didn't they tell you she's got a right way of going? Some of the whistles start blowing like rolling thunder. She'll roll on. Didn't they try to sell you there's something crazy about his plan? He's like a Bible salesman sticking his foot in the door. Didn't I? We got time for one more? Okay, I'll leave you with one more, and then anybody who wants us to sign anything, we'll be glad to do it. This is the last song from that's on the album, aside from that hidden track I told you about. This is what most people think ends the album. There's a leaky old boat, and sometimes it floats, and sometimes it sinks. That is true. But this boat's patched and worn, and it sails through the storm, and we come up shining. Yes, we do. When feelings get hurt, we get down in the dirt, and we keep digging till our fingers turn blue. We suck it up, we talk it out, and sometimes we shout, but we come up shining. Yes, we do. We got problems, I know, and the way the wind blows bring a chill through and through. We'll love each other till we die, and in the blink of an eye we come up shining. Yes, we did. Hey, John. We got problems, I know, and the way the wind blows might bring a chill through and through. We'll love each other till we die, and in the blink of an eye we come up shining. Yes, we did. There's a leaky old boat. Sometimes it floats, but sometimes it sinks. That is true.
Well, this boat's patched and worn,
But it sails through the storm, and we come up shining. Yes, we do. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks, Pierce, tonight for having us. John Platania and Carrie Rodriguez. We'll be back there in a second, signing in for the intro and say hi.